When you think of a Polish train station, what sort of images does that conjure in your mind? Probably some big, grey, horrible Soviet-era monstrosity, right? Well, that is where you would be wrong. What we have here at Gdansk train station is an old Renaissance building, and look how beautiful it is. I just hope now that my platform's at least somewhere behind there so I can actually go inside. Right, well, you might notice we're already on the train. The forces of nature conspired against us a wee bit there. Turned out we only had 5 minutes to catch the train, and the part of the station we needed was not in that big fancy Renaissance building. So, let me show you the most important part. What does a Polish train look like when it's long distances? It should take us about 5 hours to get to our next destination. Let me show you. Well, unlike a lot of trains in the West, or at least a lot of trains that I've been on the long distance Polish train you actually get your own wee compartment, if that's the word. I don't know if it is. Again, you wouldn't believe I was an English teacher, would you? But there you go. So, you get your own wee space. Now, it is a second class carriage. I haven't became a snob randomly, and so we might need to share it with some people eventually, but for the time being, it's all ours. Tell you one thing I'm not seeing though, I don't see any plug sockets, and that kind of worries me slightly. I mean, I've got my portable charger, but I did kind of hope to get my laptop put and have a wee game of Football Manager. That was sort of my plan here. I've got some big important matches to be played, but it's looking like that might not be possible. So, oh, look at the nice river. Oh, wait a wee minute, this is a lot better. Look at this stuff. What even is that? It's like an old bridge that's built over some really, really old... I have no idea how to even describe that to you. Wow. Oh shit, it gets even better. Oh, you don't get this back home. Welcome to the Polish train, lads and ladies. Unbelievable, look at that. Are there any more? Nope, it's the ticket guy wants by me, sorry. No, I think that might be us. Oh, that was cool, that was interesting. Anyway, back to what I was going to tell you. This is what a second class carriage looks like. Of course, we don't do first class on this channel, except first class entertainment, obviously. I'm getting some really weird looks off people, because they're probably thinking, mate, this is just a normal train here, why are you so fascinated? Well, I'm routinely fascinated by unfascinating things. Tell you what though, I want to know if there's maybe is there maybe like a wee bit where you can buy some tea or coffee or something like that, because I could really go a cup of tea, you know what I'm like. Automatic, okay. And nope. Very, very noisy. Not our compartment, but then Courtney does not want to appear in these videos, she never ever does, so I just thought I'd show you what a full one actually looks like. Not bad, not bad. So, what does this train cost, I hear you ask? Well, that's actually the best part. Considering it's taken us about 5, maybe 6 hours or so, how much would that cost in your country, do you think? If you want to go from, say, Glasgow to London on the train, you're gonna, well, you're probably gonna have to remortgage the house. It's gonna cost you a few £100. All jokes aside, it's quite ridiculous. But on the Polish train, for the two of us, it's 174 zloty, which works out roughly at about 34 euros for the two of us, which is actually very good going. As you can see, we've stopped at a train station, so I'm going to put the camera away, put my mask on, and try and act like a normal human being in case something comes into this compartment. Right, my curiosity's got the better of me and I want to see what a first class carriage looks like, so let's see if I can get away with this without getting told to bolt back to my peasant carriage. Okay, so it's pretty much the same except the woodwork looks a bit nicer and the chairs are a bit fancier. That can't be it, is that? Let me have a look in here. I mean, alright, so they got a light. Cool. Okay, so for the extra money, I don't think it's that much more, but what's the difference between first and second class then? You get a light, you get a slightly fancier chair, and the woodwork looks a bit posher. Well, that is a wee bit ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, second class for the win. It's sort of looking like, wait a minute, don't need this up, there's nobody around about. I'm breaking the rules, but we're here anyway. It looks like there's nowhere to get myself any tea or coffee, so it's just as well I bought Pepsi, really. And I got myself one of those sandwiches you're not supposed to buy, you know, when you go to the shop and there's those pre-made sandwiches that are dragged across the factory floor. Well, I saw one, oh, sugary, I saw one and it was a BLT and it looked brilliant, so that's what we're doing. Aye, first class, pompous arseholes. That's probably why nobody's actually in here. Pretty much every first class carriage is empty. Polish people are smart enough not to pay the extra money. Aye, I like them already. Even the toilets are exactly the same. So for the extra money, you don't even get yourself a fancy toilet. You know what? If I could actually get this door to lock. Oh, it's not happening for me at all. Oh, hello. Right, well, never mind. I am going to take a piss in the fancy toilet. Try and stop me. Become ungovernable. Right, Ian? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 2 months in the middle. Thank you. Someone with milk.
Milk?
Lekker.
Lekker?
And sugar. Oh wow, right, okay, enough. Right, well, turns out that the I was going to say T Jenny, but that's a wee bit rude, isn't it? Because I thought it was a guy. Aye, the person comes to you and asks if you want anything, kind of like on the airplane, so that's handy. Magic. He has, however, handed me this cup of boiling hot water that's barely staying in the cup whilst the thing moves around. If this train breaks for any reason, or if there's any bumps in this track, I am about to, well, I'll probably need some sort of skin graft. Aye, let me find out if this tea's any good. Hopefully. I really need a good cup of tea. I've only had about 4 hours sleep, so there goes nothing in. Oh, it costs 7 zloty, which is like £1.20 or €1.20 or something like that, so not too bad at all. The size of that fucking sugar, man. Oh, I'm gonna be bouncing off the walls here. Don't normally put sugar in my tea. I drink so much tea that if I put sugar in it all the time, I would, well, my insides would be pretty badly fucked up, so I don't really do that. But here we go. I will go for two of them. Let's do it. Balls on the road, or on the track, or whatever. Ooh, hello. Remember kids, sugar is very, very bad for you. Nothing good can come out from ingesting too much sugar. Right, well I'll be honest, the jury's out a wee bit. I don't know what to make of this tea. It's got a weird sort of taste to it. Don't know how to describe it. My first initial reaction was, is that getting lemon in it? But then I checked and it's just black tea. Maybe it's all that sugar I put in it. Maybe I'm just not used to sugary tea anymore. Maybe I've become accustomed, that's a word, Daniel. Became accustomed to tea without sugar. Maybe that's what it is. Keep seeing all these, there's like wee rivers and wee streams keep passing along the track, and they're all just frozen solid. It's weird because this train is absolutely roasting. Sitting here melting, but outside it's just covered in ice and bits of snow. Oh well. So we've just stopped at this random train station, and are my eyes deceiving me, or is that a big flume over there? You know, like a chute you get at a water park. Is that what that is? That blue thing? I'll tell you what, because they've got that, and then they've got what looks to me like a set of floodlights, which can only mean one thing, really. So we've got a potential water park next to a almost probable football stadium. Oh, hell, we're moving. I was considering just getting off the train right here, right now. Tell you that then now. Poland for the win. Aye, Stadion Mieszkie, or something like that. Look at that. It's like the theatre of dreams. I think I might need to come back and visit this wee town. This is fascinating. Bye bye stadium. I'll come back and see you again. Oh here, hi, look at this thing. Oofed. Now that looks like the sort of place you want to watch your football. Wow, man. An absolute badging, man. Oofed. Poland just gets better and better. Right, well, we made it. Half an hour early, and Well, I don't really have much else to say. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go up this road because I've got 2 bags and they're really, really heavy. See you next time.